You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine. Oh, Celia, you don't see how cold it be? Jeez, you see outside? Oh, Lord, this London, it has a terrible cold. It gets into your bones, Celia. Too cold for an old Creole woman like me. To feel young again. To have the warmth of the Jamaican sun on my face. To have the taste of my mother's tea to remove this cold from my bones. Yes. To feel useful again. What is it that the society does to the old? The infirmed? No matter what word one uses, it all amounts to the same thing, no? Too old to serve, too old to help in the battlefield. I would do anything to experience the fierce heat of this battle again. Ah, yes, the wars that I have seen. How could it have been otherwise? And here I am now, old and rocked with apoplexy, barely able to make ends meet in this hostel. And after all these years of giving, serving, who is here to take care of old Mary? Who remembers old Mary? Ah, yes, my beloved Horatio. I fear I could not survive without him, Celia. And when he died in 44, I felt myself alone in this world. Alone. Yet I have seen much more of this world than these miserable men who felt it was a shame my skin was not white. I, who have seen so much and who have done so much, have been treated so. I, who have faced so much suffering, sickness, death, all sickness in Jamaica, vomiting and diarrhea, and was nearly close to death myself on the Isthmus of Panama for the dreadful cholera. But when you nearly face your own death, you remember. You remember the broken bodies. You remember the long line of men and their dying eyes on you. And though many years have passed, Celia, I still can't seem to keep those boys from my mind. The Crimean War. Oh, how I remember your trumpets. My first view of the Crimean seemed pretty enough, with its billowing up of white smoke behind bushes and crest of hills. Oh, the horror. I dare say, who could forget the horror of this terrible war? Who indeed will forget closing the lids of those young, yellow-haired boys, stiff and stained with their lifeblood? and eyes so blue, and then close with a sudden sleep of death. Oh, such painful memories. Then there was those guns. The short, sudden roar of those guns. Enough to make an old woman like me shut up. You don't see how it's getting even colder outside, Celia? I don't remember it being this cold. Perhaps it was because I was a young girl then. The age of 16 rendered the cold nothing. But I dare say the Crimean was far more of a deadly and frightening cold. But let me tell you, this here establishment is small and cozy. Not unlike the one I set up in 44. But of course, without the wildlife of the battlefield. And out of all the various places I've lived, Jamaica, Cuba, Panama, Crimea, and seeing fire, dysentery, yellow fever, I can say this is a quiet, if not comfortable life. I used to watch my mother, herself a doctoress, use her Jamaican herbs and bushes to heal her sick. I paid so close attention to her handiwork, and I soon got ahead in this doctoring business myself. My mother. Oh, how I miss my mother. The lullabies she would sing to me. What will they write about me? What honors for a Creole woman like me, Celia? I dare say if I was the darkest of nights, I would have done it all again. I would have went through the same path. I wonder what books, statues, long talks they will have of old Mary. But I've forgotten the bust. I wonder where it is now. I wonder if those Americans will remember me. Particularly not. They are the same ones who hold our black bodies like broken puzzle pieces over trees. I do hope England remembers who nursed her sick, who sought out her wounded to help and secure them, who performed some of her last offices for some of her illustrious death. You know, I remember the shouts when I walked through Buscobel. Mother Seacole! Mother Seacole! What a life. Would I do it all again? Whew. You know, I should probably go and close these windows, you know. It is getting far too cold. And this being May when the violets and tulips are out. Let me go and close these windows. Celia, something is outside my door. Maybe it's the cold. Something is outside my door, Celia. Something is outside, Horatio. Something is outside. You know what? Let me just make some tea. There will be no company. There will be no illustrious company. Let me go and make some tea. Let me go and make some tea. Let me make some tea. Let me make some tea.